class for this chapter, where we are going to start another rule number 7, that is called minimum cost. So in question, whenever they are asking for minimum cost, we have to apply rule number 7 and these 6 simple steps. In last class, we have already going through with minimum value and maximum value, whereas all these steps are remain same over here. So let us start with these steps. We are discussing about this step. Step number 1, dc upon dx. Why c? Because in rule number 6 there is dy upon dx, but here it is dc upon dx. Why? Because it is related to cost, and cost is denoted by c. So there is a function equation for given value of c, and now step number 1 is dc upon dx. So step number 1 is dc upon dx, means derivative of c, that is called dc upon dx. Step number 2, there is double derivative of dc upon dx. So derivative of derivative. So here we can say that d square c upon dx square. So again here we can say that it is derivative of derivative, that is d square c upon dx square. Now step number 3, that is step number 1 is equals to 0, and we have to find the value of x. That is dc upon dx is equals to 0, and find the value of x. We can say that there are more than one value of x, like x is equals to 2 as well as x is equals to -3, whatever the answer will be possible. Step number 4, put the value of x in step 2. Now here if we got the value of x, so all the values of x that we have to put in step number 2, that is in d square c upon dx square. Next one is step number 5. If step 4 answer is positive, then select such x. Now let's say, as we have given one example, that is x is equals to 2 and x is equals to -3. So now if I am putting the value of x is equals to 2 here, and we got the answer, let's say 10. And if in another example x is equals to -3, then I have put in this value and I got -20. So answer is positive where? Answer is 10 is positive. So we can say that x is equals to 2. We select such x where we got the positive value. And now step number 6. If they are asking about find total minimum cost, then only we have to do step number 6. Otherwise, if they are asking about what are the units where the cost is minimum, so here they are not asking about the minimum cost, but they are asking about the units. So step number 5, we got the answer for units. So it is the end of this one. But if they are asking about what is the total minimum cost, then at that time we have to do step number 6. Put the value of this x in main function. Main function in, there is a question where function equation of c is given, means before step number 1, in question they provided the value of c, and at that point we have to write the value of x. So these are the step 1 to step 6 for minimum cost. These all are the same and similar points for method number 6, that is rule number 6, increasing and decreasing. Now, for these steps and rules, we are going to discussing about section E. There is a question number 5 where c is equals to 1 upon 10 x cube minus 4x square plus 50x plus 300. Now this is the main function equation. So how we can say that this is the rule number 7? because the function c denotes for rule number 7, that is c. So now our task is to do all these steps and solve the entire sum. Step number 1, that is dc upon dx. So from c we are doing a derivative for the c dc upon dx. Here x has a power 3, so 3 comes in the front of x, so it is 3x. Out of power deduct 1, so it is square, so 3x square divided by 10 minus, again x has a power 2, so 2 multiplied with 4, 2 into 4, 8x, deduct 1 from the power, so it is 1 plus 50, the value of x is equals to 1, so 50 into 1, 50, and here there is no x, so it is 0. So now we can say that 3x square divided by 10 minus 8x plus 50, this is the step number 1, this one. Now what is in step number 2? D square c upon dx square, this one. So now again derivative of this value. Here the power is 2, so it is multiplied with 3. So 3 to the 6x divided by 10, deduct power 1, so x raised to 1 minus 8. Here it is x, so instead x we can write 1, 8 ones are 8. And there is no value for 50 because here there is no x, so it is 0. So it is step number 2, 6x upon 10 minus 8. Now step number 3, put the value 0 for step number 1, that is in step number 3, 3x square divided by 10 minus 8x plus 50 is equals to 0. So here in denominator it is 10. Now if I want to remove 10, then from this denominator, then multiply all these values by 10. Let's say if I am multiplying these all values by 10, again 10, again 10, and again 10. So what happened? Here 10, 10 cut. So it is 3x square. Here 10 8s are 20x, and 50 into 10 500, and 0 into 10 0. So here 3x square minus 80x plus 500 is equals to 0. Now here it is 3 and here it is 500. So make a part for this factorization, that is 3 into 500, 1500. Two parts for 1500, where multiplication of these two values must be 1500 and sum of these two values must be 80. So here the part becomes 50 and 30 because 50 multiplied by 30 1500 and 50 plus 30 it is 80. So 3x square minus 50x minus 30x plus 500 is equals to 0. So now here the common value is x, so it is 3x minus 50, and the common value over here, that is 10. If I am putting a common value 10 out of the bracket, then in bracket it is 10 3s are 30, here 10 into 50 500. But here the common value is minus also. That's why this all sign becomes changes, because here it is minus, it becomes plus, here it is plus, it becomes minus. Now 3x minus 50 in one bracket is equals to 0, and x minus 10 is in another bracket is equals to 0. Now find the value of x. Minus 50 goes into opposite side, it is plus 50, and 3 goes into denominator. So x is equals to 50 by 3. Whereas minus 10 goes into opposite side, it becomes becomes x is equals to 10. So this is the step number 3 where dc upon dx is equals to 0 and we have find the value of x. There are two values for x. Understood? Now step number 4, put the value of x in step 2. Step number 4, put the value of x in step number 2. So step number 2 is 6x by 10 minus 8 for 2 times. Why? Because there are two values for x. So one time it is 50 by 3, another time it is 10. So here 6 is as it is and x instead of x it is 50 by 3 by 10 minus 8. Now 6 3s are 2. So here 2 and here 10, here 50. So I am cutting 0 in numerator as well as denominator. So what is the remaining part in numerator? 2 5s are 10 minus 8, it is 2. Whereas here instead of x, if I am putting 10, 6 into 10 divided by 10 minus 8, again 10, 10, cut 6 minus 8, it is minus 2. So here the answer is plus 2 and here the answer is minus 2. This is for step number 4. Put the value of x in step 2. So we have put the value of this x in this step number 2 or 2 times. Now step number 5. If step number 4 answer is positive, here there are two answers. One is 2, another is minus 2. So where the answer is positive? At 2. Select such x. So here the answer is positive. So select this one x. And that's why we can say that 2 is greater than 0 because it has a positive sign. So we can say that x is equals to 15 by 3. Why we have not selected this one? Because the answer is negative and as per the rule it must be positive. So this is the step number 5. It means the units is 50 by 3 where this cost is minimum. Now they have not asked about the total minimum cost in the question and that's why this is the end of this sum. That's why we can say that production unit is 50 by 3. So at 50 by 3 our cost will be minimum. But if they are asking about what is the total minimum cost, then this value of x, that is 50 by 3, put this value in this equation, main function equation as per step 6. But in this question there is no need for step number 6. So finally we have completed the rule number 7, minimum cost, with these 6 simple steps. Then after there is a rule number 8 that we call elasticity of demand. But for specific this year, this rule number 8 is also removed from your syllabus. So now we will not discuss it about this rule number 8, but from the next class we are just going with rule number 9, 10 and 11. Okay. So today I am ending with this session. Thank you.